EA Sports welcomes you to another great NFL matchup. I'm glad you could join us for tonight's matchup. This should be a very interesting game as the Dolphins square off against the Saints. Let's go to midfield for the coin toss. The crowd is ready, the teams are ready, so let's get tonight's game going. The Saints are ready to kick this one off. Deep line drive. This one is handled by Welker. And they're ready to go on offense for the first time. First and 10. Mike is on the left side of the formation. Closing in. Huge hit. Great effort that time, John. He's clearly one of the best in the league.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who's been playing for a while now. And let me tell you, he might never be better than he is right now.
We'll continue looking at our EA Sports coach close-up with Jim Haslett, who is now in his 6th season as the Saints head coach. He's been coaching in the NFL since 1993, having previously been with the Raiders and Steelers. Looked like a sure bet for a completion, but he dropped it.
I think he was trying to do something with it before he had it. You have to look the pass into your hands and secure it before you start thinking about running it downfield.
John, each of these teams is in a rebuilding mode. Neither team is really expected to head to the Super Bowl. And this has the makings of a game that could go right down to the wire.
Yeah, they're both rebuilding all right. That's one way to say it. Another way to say it is that they're both falling apart less quickly. Either way, they both have a lot to prove.
Looked like that may have slipped out of his hand. They couldn't do a thing on that series other than moving backward. Here's the punt. And he waves for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 47-yard line.
Ball at midfield.
Set. Hey. Hey.
Drops back. Steps up with the throw. And it's caught. Howard makes the tackle. A 15-yard gain right there on first down. Only one man in the backfield. Hand off to the tailback. Taylor is there for the tackle. Gain of 4. The first down marker is just inside the 22. Miami using 3 linebackers. Looking upfield. Breaking free. Running with purpose. The 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Takes the handoff and runs it all the way in for a touchdown. This guy is a lot of fun to watch. They'll line up for the extra point. And it's up. The extra point attempt is good. They have a 1-touchdown lead now. That last drive, John, went for a touchdown with some excellent play calling.
The thing was, they looked methodical in their approach. They were calm, executed well, and seemed very much in control.
Deep kick without much hang time. From the 1. The 20. The Dolphins will start this drive from the 28.
Try this play.
It's first and 10. McMichael is on the right of the formation. pressure with the pass. Hurdles the defender. And he can't keep both feet in.
You know, as a receiver, you have to be aware of so many things. Where the first down marker is, where the defenders are, and where the sideline is as you stretch out to make that catch.
The backs are lined up in an I. He takes the delayed handoff. Sullivan with the stop. And there's a penalty on the play. I think it was holding on the
offense. Number 77.
McIntyre held him up.
The rule on the hold is you can't let your hands go to the outside of the body. If your hands do move outside, then you have to move them back in as soon as you can, or you'll get called for holding.
Chambers is lined up on the right. Boston moves in motion. Throws it. Broken up. And the cornerback is able to tip it away from the intended receiver.
He's got a good sense of knowing where the ball will come down and when to make his move.
McMichael is on the right of the formation. Gets the pass off. The defense has it. Room to run. The 10. Touchdown, Saints. The defense forces the turnover, gets it in for the touchdown. Carney comes in to attempt the point after. And it's on its way. The extra point attempt is good. They've now scored 14 unanswered points.
This is one of those teams that's never out of a game. If you let them get going early, they can really control the tempo of the game. If they fall behind, they have the weapons on the offensive side to put points on the board very quickly.
He gets the kick away. Hold on, we've got a penalty on the play, and let's check it out.
First down.
The Saints are called for the penalty on the return. It's 1st and 10. Brown is the deep back. McMichael, the man in motion. Looking for room. The 50. Bellamy comes up to make the play at the 47.
This defense will stop him for sure.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Brown, the lone back. Hand off to the tailback. Young is there for the tackle. Brown kept his legs moving, gets 7 hard-earned yards.
Here's a good defense for this situation.
2nd and maybe 3. Chambers is on the right of the formation. Drops back. Pressure coming. He won't get away. He excels at coverage, and this time he's able to drag the quarterback down for the sack.
The safeties are pretty good coverage guys out there, and that gives them ability to blitz from the outside. A lot of time the corner will come in unblocked, really causing some problems for the offense.
The Saints come out in a dime package. With the pass, and he makes the grab. Gilmore didn't get enough for the first. Kirk comes into the game for the punt. Here's the kick. Fair catch.
Go with the ground attack. You got to take it to him.
It's 1st and 10. The Dolphins line up in a 4-3. He tucks it away. Scanina comes up to make the play at the 23-yard line.
Tell your line to protect here. Tell your line to protect every play, not just here. You need to get some time back there and let someone get open.
Out of the I formation. With the throw, and he hits his target. He's pushed out at the 30. Can't draw it up any better than that. Textbook first down. Throws it. Picked off. It's intercepted. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Miami. A spectacular interception and return for a touchdown. Mate comes in for the extra point. And it's up. The extra point attempt is good. Looked like movement up front. Here's the referee's call.
Outside. On defense. Number 22.
The Dolphins
The kick is good.
narrowed the gap. The Dolphins are lined up for the kickoff. They'll return this one. From the 8. The Saints will start this drive from the 18. It's 1st and 10. The Dolphins come out in a 4-3. Give it to the halfback. Taylor stops him. McAllister battles his way forward for what appears to be a 2-yard pickup. Ball on their own 21. Only one man in the backfield. Taylor gets right in there and brings him down. He records his 3rd tackle of the game. He couldn't reach the corner on that run.
Yeah, as a back, you need to take what the defense is going to give you. That time, they wouldn't give him an inch.
Miami lines up in a 4-3. Looking upfield. Holiday makes the tackle. Not getting the first down that will probably bring out the punter. 4th and 5 coming up here. It's surprising to see them go for it here. You'd expect a punt. Gets the pass off. He had a shot but couldn't come up with it. And they turn it over on downs.
Maybe he thought his team could make a play when it really mattered. Now they've given the other team a chance on offense.
McMichael is on the right of the formation. Under pressure with the pass, and he can't hang on to it. Feely was under intense pressure.
So many passing attacks in the NFL rely on timing. When you can put pressure on the passer, you never give him a chance to get into a rhythm, and you force him to throw the ball before he wants to.
The Saints come out in a 4-3. He hands it off. Watson is the guy who's there to bring him down.
On the carry.
The delayed
Gain
handoff,
of
that's
2
them
on
about
the
2.
play.
The first down marker is just inside the 13. So they're inside the 20. Need to get a touchdown. Closing in. Wrapped up. After 1 quarter of football, a touchdown separates these two teams with the score. New Orleans 14. Miami 7. The teams have switched sides and will start the 2nd quarter. The lineup for the kick, it should be about a 43-yard attempt. The kick is up. The kick sails through the uprights. The Dolphins have tightened it up. So the drive concludes with a field goal, and they seem to be relatively happy with that.
Not every drive is going to get you a touchdown, so getting 3 was big. Now they got to go over what worked and what didn't, so the next drive will get them a TD.
From the 12. The Saints will start this drive from the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. They come out in the nickel. Thomas stops him for negative yardage. Good job knifing in there to bring him down.
He brings a lot of things to the table, but the thing I like the most is how prepared he always is. I mean, he can run and he can tackle, and he watches so much tape that he actually anticipates what the offense is going to run before they call the play.
Gets the pass off. Madison comes up to make the play.
Catch is made for
A 15-yard gain right there on 2nd down. Ball on their own 33. The Dolphins line up in a 4-3. Hands it off. And is there for the tackle. McAllister takes advantage of a little daylight, picks up 3 yards. It's 2nd down and 7 to go. The Dolphins come out in a 4-3. Howard breaks the play up in the backfield. They tried to get around the corner, but nobody got fooled.
You talk about a sense of knowing where a play is heading. That's just great instinct.
Only one man back. Dropping back. Throws it. Nice adjustment. Madison is there on the stop. Horn gets stopped short of the sticks on that play. 4th and a deuce. To keep the offense on the field here, aggressive play calling. On the carry. Great move to get through. Sprague comes up to make the play.
On the run, 7-yard gain on the play.
Seventh play of this drive. Ball right around midfield. The Dolphins line up in a 4-3. Receives the handoff. Saya is the guy who's there to bring him down. They have to reach the 41 to convert.
Set.
Quarterback sneak. Madison stops him. Looked a little like a college play, but it picks up the 1st down. Ball on the 30-yard line. Miami using 3 linebackers. Tucks it away. Carter is there on the stop.
He's really picking up good yardage with his carries. I keep handing him the ball till the defense shows me that they can take it away.
Almost at the 2-minute mark now. Miami goes with a 4-man front. Hands it off. Holiday comes up to make the play. The defensive end makes a good stop, denying them a 1st down. Two minutes to go.
Set.
It's a sneak. Brought down by the last defender who could have made the tackle. And a flag down.
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense. Number 29. Automatic.
The defense
first
gets hit
down.
with a penalty that'll give them a 1st down after it should have been a 4th down. 4 more yards to the end zone.
Set.
He tucks it away. Touchdown, New Orleans. Through the middle he goes, and he goes in untouched. The kicker lines up for the point after. And it's on its way. The point after is good. Taking the lead by 11 now after scoring the touchdown. Good play calling and perfect execution on the long touchdown drive.
They sent a message to the defense that time. They showed them that they can move the ball effectively against any of their sets.
Nice distance. This one is handled by Welker. The 20. The Dolphins don't have much time as they start their drive. An effective 2-minute drill will give them the opportunity to put some points on the board before the half. The Saints come out in a 4-3. Gets rid of it. He hits his receiver. McKenzie is there on the stop. Good read, finding a single coverage in the secondary. He's trying to get them back to the line. McMichael, the motion man. Dropping back with the throw. Drops the interception. Didn't look off the defender, and he's lucky that one wasn't picked.
The intended receiver on the play.
Give this defense a shot.
Feely starts out of the shotgun. McMichael in motion. Gets the pass off. Interception. A lot of space in front of him. The 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Saints. The defense forces the turnover, gets it in for the touchdown. So they'll try to tack on the extra point. The kick is up. The point after is good. Now they've put it together offensively with 14 unanswered points.
They have a lot of talent on the offensive side of the ball. Scoring runs like this aren't all that unusual for them.
Booming kick downfield. This one is handled by Welker. The Dolphins need to score quickly as they start this drive. 1st and 10. Chambers is lined up on the right. Going to the air on 1st down. Pressure. Grant uses his speed to get to the quarterback.
He's got some great move, and he combines that with a very quick first step. This is a good one to call.
Following the sack, it's 2nd and long. New Orleans goes with a 4-man front. Feely with a man in motion. Fullback handoff. Rodgers is there on the stop. Flags are down, and this one appears to be on the offense.
Holding on the offense. Number 73.
And the call does go against the offense, so they'll get pushed back 10 yards.
Some of these guys wear jerseys 2 sizes too small, and they tape them to their pads to prevent that kind of thing.
So we'll have a 2nd and long after the penalty. New Orleans lines up in a 4-3. Hands it off. They're going to spot this one at the 11-yard line. Brown takes advantage of a little daylight, picks up 3 yards.
You should stop them with this play.
And here's what they've been able to do so far on 3rd down. New Orleans comes out in a 4-3. Feely sends a man in motion. Receives the handoff. McKenzie is there for the tackle with the carry. The ball carrier stops short. That'll probably lead to a punt. Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. At the end of 2, the score is 28-10. Sends it sailing. This one is taken by Lewis. It's free. The Saints scoop up the live ball. The Saints have really taken control of the game. They come out here in the second half with a lot of momentum. Clearly, John, not the close game we expected. In fact, this one could even end up as a blowout.
Coaching has a lot to do with a team's performance. I think the better coached team clearly have the advantage in this one.
Horn lines up on the right side. Hands it off to the back. Fakes the handoff. Throwing. It's batted away. Conwell was his intended target.
85, the intended receiver.
Watch for a hold to open up the middle and send your guy through it.
Set.
Miami using 3 linebackers. They give it to the halfback. Thomas brings him down. A 5-yard pickup on that run by the tailback. Third and 5.
Set.
Decker, the lone setback. Leave it off. Scalina comes up to make the play. So we should see the punter after they fail to convert on 3rd down. It's 4th down and 6 yards to go.
Set.
So instead of the special teams group, they're going to let the offense stay out of the field and take a shot on 4th down. And even though they're well ahead, they went for it and came up short.
But at this point, they're just trying to run up the score. Of course, you don't appreciate that if you're the other coach, but the turnover should not hurt them. Try this call here.
The Saints with a 4-man front. Hand off to the tailback. Fumble. The Dolphins scoop up the fumble. They'll get a first down if they can move the ball inside the 19-yard line. The Saints line up in a 4-3. Dropping back. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. Nearly intercepted. Let an opportunity go right through his hands.
I'll tell you, he was looking for the big play the other way, and he let that ball go right through his fingers.
New Orleans using 3 linebackers. Looking to run it here. Watson is there on the stop. Good job getting past the sticks on that run.
On the play.
Try this call here.
They're threatening inside the 20. Inside the 20 for the first time today, and we're in the 3rd quarter. Howard makes the stop. Brown takes advantage of a little daylight, picks up 3 yards. Down inside the 15. The Saints line up in a 4-3. Hand it off. Rogers is there for the tackle. Brown runs it through the middle, a gain of about 6.
A smart coach would call this play.
They're 8 yards from the end zone. The Saints with a 4-man front. Throwing. Pass ball's incomplete. Chambers was the intended receiver on that play. He shouldn't have any problems with this attempt. And it's up. Madden is good for the 2nd time with that kick. The Dolphins, still with a lot of time left, are down by 2 touchdowns. Just about ready for the second half as they line up for the kickoff. Not a bad kick. They'll set up for the return. From the 11-yard line. The 30. The 40. Midfield. He gave them excellent field position on that return.
Yeah, he let the lanes develop, then he shot right through them. He almost broke free there.
Miami comes out in a 4-3. Hand it off to the back, pushes off. Thomas makes the stop. McAllister kept his legs moving, gets 7 hard-earned yards. They have to reach the 30 to convert. Only one man back. Taylor records the stop at the 32. Good tackle by the defensive end who sliced his way through and stopped him a yard or two shy of the first. Here's a look at the third down success rate of each team. Miami using 3 linebackers. Hand it off. Alden comes up to make the play. It's short of the first, so let's see if they decide to go for it or attempt a long field goal. John Carney will really need to hit this one. It'll be a 50-yard attempt. And it's on its way. The attempt is good. The Saints continue to increase their lead. The long run back on the kickoff helped set up that scoring drive. And he got all of that one. A great kick. This one is taken by Welker. Just about ready for the first play of this drive. They were able to pick up a field goal on their last drive. 1st and 10. The Saints come out in a nickel package. The 30, the 40, midfield, the 40, the 30, the 20, the back breaking free. Touchdown. And this one isn't quite over. An incredible run to get him into the end zone. Mate comes in to attempt the point after. The kick is up. The point after is good. The offense comes out, gets the quick touchdown, taking less than a minute off the clock.
When you score that quickly, it really gives your offense a lot of confidence. The effect should carry over into special teams and defense. It's kind of like smelling salt. Ooh, there's good for that, and now you're ready to hit off.
Return 26 yards.
Last drive stalled, and they settled for a field goal. Now let's see what happens. Horn is lined up on the right. On the carry. Setting up play action. He'll keep it. And he ducks out of bounds at the 42-yard line. And John, he makes the call and does it himself.
What they have to do to stop that kind of play is get a good rush up the middle from the tackle and have the ends take an outside rush to keep them in the pocket. Well, that's what will happen.
Thomas is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 43. McAllister takes it up the middle for a yard or two. Ball on their own 43. Using split backs. Gives the ball off. Reagan makes the tackle, but it's beyond the marker, so they pick up a first down. Fullback piles ahead for the first down.
And what he did here was just kind of fell forward. He didn't fly through the hole. He kind of pushed and fell for the first down.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Miami goes with a 4-man front. Going to the air on first down. They'll run this one, off and run. The 40 is pushed out at the 37-yard line. The quarterback saw a seam and took off down the field.
And what happened was they had everyone in man-to-man coverage, and they had their backs turned to the play. Nobody even saw him running until he was well into the secondary.
The Dolphins come out in a 4-3. Hand it off to the back. Howard makes the stop. McAllister is closing in on 100 yards rushing. First down marker just inside the 27.
Set. Hut, hut. Hut.
Takes a sneak. Reagan is there on the stop, but they allow them to pick up the first. I think he got it by about an inch. So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the Saints ahead of the Dolphins 31-20. And we'll start the fourth quarter. And this is the seventh play of this drive. They're in field goal range. Miami lines up in a 4-3. He hands it off. Thomas is there on the stop. McAllister has shown why he's such a threat on the ground and gets closer to 100 yards rushing. Eighth play of this drive, and they find themselves in scoring range. Only one man back. Hand it off. Taylor comes up to make the play at the 22. McAllister couldn't get out of the backfield. Ninth play of this drive. They're in field goal range. Decker, the lone back. Hands it off. Edwards makes the stop. So they come up short of the first on third down, and we should see the kicker here. John Carney lines up for about a 36-yard field goal attempt. And it's on its way. The attempt is good. The Saints now enjoy a 2-touchdown lead. They pick up 3 points on the drive, but they can't be happy with that third down play.
Now, I'm not sure they aren't. What separates good teams from playoff teams is the ability to execute in the red zone. And execute is the key word here. If you don't do it to them, then they can do it to you.
This one is fielded by Welker. The special teams unit did a real nice job picking up their blocking assignments on that play.
A smart coach would call this play.
It's 1st and 10. The Saints come out in a 4-3. Hand it off. Fakes the handle. Throws it. Interception. The 40. The 30. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Saints. An excellent play by the defense here in the fourth, getting the takeaway and scoring. Carney comes in for the extra point. And it's up. The extra point attempt is good. Berger in to kick this one off. Deep kick without much hang time. This one is taken by Welker. And there's a penalty on the play. I think there was holding up front.
Holding on the receiving team, number 52.
The Saints will begin this drive with better field position thanks to the foul. Ball on their own 23. He gets the carry. Gets pulled down from behind.
Where would these guys be without him and their defense? He's a sack machine. Whoa, this defense will stop him for sure.
Now they're looking at 2nd and long after the sack. New Orleans comes out in a 4-3. Under pressure, knocked away. Booker was the intended receiver on that play.
This is what I would call in this situation.
McMichael lines up on the right side. Closing in. The protection broke down there.
That's just a case of an overload where the defense had more guys rushing than the offense had blocking.
It's 4th and a mile, so out comes the punter. Here's the punt. He didn't get all of it, but it might not matter. Fumbled. The Dolphins are there to pick up the ball.
Heck, this is a good one to call.
After the fumble recovery, they'll set up shop at the 20. New Orleans comes out in their nickel package. With the pass, jumps, and he has it. Rodgers is there for the tackle.
First down.
The ball almost on the goal line, less than a yard away. Takes it off. Sharp stiff on. Drop right on the line for a loss of a couple.
1 yard loss on the play.
2 yards to go for the touchdown. He's brought down behind the line for a short
The
loss.
ball carrier. Loss of 2 on the play.
They're just 3 yards away from the end zone. Only one man back. Receives the handoff. Looks to the end zone. McMichael was his intended target.
Number 81, the intended receiver on the play.
2-minute warning coming up. This is a situation where they just have to go for it. Throws to the end zone. This one falls incomplete. The attempt to get into the end zone on 4th and goal fails, and they may be out of chances. Almost at the 2-minute mark now. Looking to run it here. Jones records the stop. The safety came up to make the play. Deep in their own territory. McAllister, the lone setback. Looking for room. You could hear the collision up here. McAllister kept his legs moving, gets 7 hard-earned yards. Only one man in the backfield. Give it to the halfback. Taylor drags the ball carrier down behind the line. He was in on that play, giving him 7 tackles so far in the game. It's 2nd down and a long way to go. McAllister, the lone back. On the call, Isaiah makes the tackle. Nothing dazzling there as they call the same running play twice in a row. 5th play of this drive. The Dolphins with a 4-man front. Hand off to the tailback. We're going to spot this one at the 18.
Number 27 on the carry. No gain on the play.
4th down and a long way to go. White Smith is tonight's horse trailer player of the game. Don't know why they're going for it here. You think they just punt. With the pass, a little off target, but caught. Madison is there for the tackle.
This play might work.
So they have 1st and 10 here. McMichael is on the left side of the formation. Gets the pass off. The defender's got it. Tries to make something out of nothing and pays the price. Looking to end the game, they'll probably call a simple run play here. So they're ready to go on offense after the interception. They'll start at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins come out in a 4-3. He'll take a knee. It's 2nd down and a long way to go. He'll come out in the nickel. He'll just take a knee. And the clock runs out. The final score is New Orleans 41, Miami 20. This is Al Michaels with John Madden saying goodbye for EA Sports.